for all of your financial and expert needs. And she's gonna answer all of your questions during the show. So you can chime in live. We are streaming live on our Facebook page at HSN. You can join the conversation. You can get social with us. But it's back for the very first time since June. We have a very special price break. Gets it home for $81. We have 5 flexible payments, but helps you space out those payments interest-free over the next 5 months. And she'll tell you everything you need to know, because this is something that I know you've sold hundreds of thousands of here at HSN.
Yeah, here, you know, on this version, I think we're at 150,000, but over the years, Sarah, millions and millions of these have been sold. Actually, millions and millions of these have been purchased by you. Why? I just want you to think about your financial life right now and your life. Here you are watching. Here's the question I have to ask for you. Do you feel secure? As you're sitting here watching me right now, are you financially secure? Do you know all your assets are secure? Do you know if anything were to happen to you or your family, are you secure? An accident, a death, whatever it may be, are you secure that you have taken care of all of that? Chances are you don't feel secure. But wouldn't you like to be able to wake up in the morning and know that everything has been taken care of, that everything in regards to your life has been protected and you're doing what you need to be doing? That's what this gold box is all about. Because every single one of you deserves to have a life that you feel like it's golden, that sunshine is on. In here, I call this my life in a box, because everything you need to accomplish what I was just saying to you about making your life secure is in this box. This is a box that is 15 by 15. It is made out of polycarbonate. This is not metal. Do not think when you get it home it's supposed to be metal. The reason that it is polycarbonate is a few reasons, is that it's water resistant. It will hold, you know, when heat comes on it, when anything, it is strong. It is what you want it to be. I'll show you in a little bit about how it works water-wise, but when you open up the box, this is what you get. Now listen to when I'm opening this. These are very strong handles here. The reason is we have to keep it water resistant so no water gets in it in case of a flood. When you open it up, on this side here, you have an organizational feature. Here is where you will keep all the things that you need to take in case there is an emergency. Now, why do I want you to be so organized? I'll tell you, it will hold passports, excuse me, it will hold any of your medicine, it will hold extra contacts, all your keys. I want you to think about your life for a second. And if you we're in hurricane season, people, and if you were to get a knock on your door and you said 15 minutes, you had to get out, or whatever it may be, what would you do? Isn't this what your life looks like? This is a file cabinet, and this is most likely where all of you keep all of your stuff. Everything that's important to you is stuffed in a drawer, just like this. Now be honest, you know it and I know it. So what happens is you need, where's your will, where's your trust, where are your important documents? You don't know where anything is, you're totally disorganized. Where are your passports? Where are your extra keys to the house? Where are all the things that you would need to take with you in case you had to leave, all right? So what's really important is we're starting to organize you here. On this side, it comes with, now listen closely again, very strong Velcro strips that keep a personalized file folder system for you. These are 10 pre-label file folders, and these are the 10 most important areas of your life. They are, very quickly, personal documents, credit, debt, and FICO, college finance, auto, RV, motorcycle, and boat. If you had to leave right away, do you know where all the deeds are? Do you know where the titles are to all of these things? Next, real estate, insurance, retirement and investments, estate planning, Social Security and Medicare, and taxes. Now, this file folder system here is everything that you need, but it's empty right now. you don't have to worry about it, because with this system comes this little card, and this is where the magic starts to happen. It is on this card that you will find most of the stuff that you need to keep in here. At the bottom of each one of these file folders, there is a list of what I want you to keep in here. Do not go junking up these files, because in that file cabinet that we saw over there, you are keeping things you do not need. You don't have the files that you do need, and your life, you know it, is a mess. So let's give you the documents that you need. Let's give you a place to keep them. Let's give you a place to then store them, and then let's give you a box with everything so that it's all protected. That's what this is all about. Now, this card is worth its weight in gold. This is where you are going to find everything that you need in here. When you get this card, on the back of this card, you will see, it will tell you the URL to go to, and it gives you your personalized activation code. When you go there, this is how it works. Take a look at your screen, everybody. You go and you put in your activation code, and up comes 6 documents. The must-have documents, these are documents that you must have. These are the ones that you are going to personalize. Now, what's interesting is it takes just 30 minutes to 1 hour to complete all the must-have documents. But before we actually view this screen right here, I'd like to first show you all the 6 documents that you get, all right? So that's what's important. So again, you get your activation code like this. You put in your activation code, and up come these 6 golden nuggets. Now, these 6 golden nuggets are worth their weight in gold. Let me briefly show you what each one is about. The must-have documents. These are documents that you must have. They're the trust, the will, the advance directive, and durable power of attorney, and the financial power of attorney. Those documents alone, if you went to see an attorney, would be $2,500. What do? They protect you and your loved ones. The insurance evaluator. People, for those of you who have either home, auto, life, disability, or long-term care, or you want to buy those policies, this will literally save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It tells you what to do. The debt eliminator. If you have debt, this will give you an action plan to get out and stay out of debt. The expense tracker, for you to be able to get out of debt and know what you're doing in your life. This will literally work with you to show you what it truly costs you to live every single month. Next, the 10 ebook protection library. These books go with the 10 file folders that come in your portfolio. There are approximately 460 pages of information that is constantly updated. And then the do's and don't protection cards. These cards are, if you just want a quick glance to do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that, it will keep you from making mistakes in, again, the most important areas of your life. So that is what comes in here on this card. Now listen to me closely. Out of everything that I've been talking about, for all the years I've been doing this, which is 35 years, if you were to ask me what is the most important things that you can do to have a secure financial life, I would tell you, you have to have a will, a trust, an advance directive, and a durable power of attorney for healthcare, and a financial power. You say to me, Susie, I don't know where to go and get them. And Susie, when I go to a lawyer, they tell me they're $2,500. I don't have $2,500. Listen closely. You would expect that Suze Orman has the best trust lawyer in the United States. I personally think I do. My trust lawyer now is going to be your trust lawyer via this program. These are my documents. It is my will, my trust, my advance directive, and if they're good enough for me, they're good enough for you. And now I want to show you how easy it is for you to do this in the luxury of your own home. You will go on and you will click the must-have documents. And when you do, up will come the documents to fill in. You're going to be able to import your pictures, your beneficiaries' pictures, and it's going to take you literally just 30 minutes to 1 hour to do so. This is good in all 50 states, by the way. PC and Macs, internet access is required. Do you see the little Suze icon? I'm going to be there throughout the entire process to help you. After you have answered a few questions, we will select the correct version of the must-have documents for you. This is not one size fits all, because it's different if you're single versus married, with children, with no children, blended family. After that comes up, you answer a few more questions, and all the documents will be completed for you. Then what you do is you simply get to listen and go through a review document. Everything in blue, this is a legal document, people. So if you don't understand what those terms mean, you click on it and up comes the definition. Everything in red is information that you put in. Hey, you want to change it. You click on it, you go back, you can click to who you want to change it to or add that person, and then we automatically populate all the documents for you with your corrections. After that, you print it out. Now you get directions printed out with it, where to sign, it will be state specific, where to get it notarized, everything that you need. So in about 1 hour, what have you done? You have personalized these, you have printed them out, and now what do? You go and get them notarized, funded, and now put in your protection portfolio. Now, here's what you need to understand, right? These 4 must-have documents. What is the value of these 4 must-have documents? You heard me say it before, I'm gonna say it again. If you went to see an attorney, these documents alone would cost you $2,500, people. But you're getting these documents, you're getting far more than just these documents, because on this card here, it's not just the 4 must-have documents. There are many other documents besides these cards. In fact, there are about 93 of them, but you also get help. Now watch this closely. You're filling these out, and now you're a little confused and you don't know what to do. Don't worry. On your screen, you're going to see it right now. There's a place where you simply just put help. And when you go help, then you can either send in an email, do a live chat with us, or call us, and we will answer your questions for you. It is just that easy. And then Sarah, before we go back to you, I just want to say this to you as well. There are over 90 frequently asked questions where Janet, the trust lawyer, is going through. Listen closely now.
You should choose somebody that is trustworthy and somebody that you know.
So I have asked all the questions that you should be asking a lawyer. I've been asking them for you via this program, and she answers. So if you have any confusion, anything, it's right there for you. Next, and then that will be that, with this little card here, every time you make a change, you go from being single to married, married with no kids to 1 kid to 2 kids to 3 kids, you just go back and change. If you had to go to a lawyer, $500, $500, $500, and here's the last thing. You have my permission to give this card with the activation code on it to your mother, your father, your sister, to Sarah, your brothers, your church, your nursing home. I don't care who you give it to, because the goal of this program this morning is to make sure that all of you attain the goal of financial security. And so you can do $2,500 gift, $2,500, $2,500, $2,500, and protect your entire family. There you go, girlfriend.
Hey, and today's the day to do it. We don't get to see Suze very often here in our studios. It's only once or twice a year. Today, you're getting a price break on our gold box, which is $81. And you also have those monthly interest-free payments. So you can get it home for less than $17. The first time Suze was here, I bought my gold box. That was the best thing I did, because the first question I had for Suze was, I don't have kids, so I don't need to worry about a will or anything. You can only imagine what her answer was. Oh no, sister, I definitely need to work on my will. The hardest part about getting set up with my gold box, do you want to know what the hardest part was? It was actually remembering all the birth names and birth dates of all the members of my family that I was entering in as some of the beneficiaries. That was the hardest part. I mean, imagine that. You sit down at your computer and you instantly have access to all these must-have documents. It's your life, it's your family, it's your loved ones, and it's your financial security that is at risk. This makes it so easy. So today's the day, and also be a part of our show. I know a lot of you have questions, and we would love to hear from you. So don't be shy. Call us on that 1-800 number. We'll put that little testimonial number up at the bottom of our screen. You can also chime in on Facebook. We're streaming live, so go to HSN's Facebook page, ask Suze a question, and let me see if we have a few questions coming in. First of all, Marilyn is here, Amanda is here, Nikki is here, Dee is here, Joey's here, Terry is here. She says hello. Shirley says she has her first blue box when you first came out with a protection portfolio. And Georgie Girl says on a previous show, you mentioned if you have an older version of the gold box.
Yes.
Any
it's not
suggestions?
an older version of the gold box. It's either, listen, you have either the green box, the blue box, the silver box, or this box. If you have, see, here's what's great and why you should do this, everybody. If you have purchased any of the previous versions of this box, then you're allowed to upgrade free of charge to the versions here, because all the previous boxes, with the cards and everything and the DVDs and everything in them, it wasn't mobile friendly. You can do this on your iPad, on your iPhone, on your smartphones, your smart pads, your computers. You can jump back to either one. The other versions didn't do that. So you just go back, you update your version. You don't obviously get the gold box and that, but you do get the latest technology. So just do that, everybody. Here, I just want to show you, though, this is exactly what your forms are going to look like. So when you print them out, this is not flimsy. This is, you literally get, this is the Living Revocable Trust. This is thick. Look how many pages that we have here, right? We have all of this going right here. Next, your will. So it will be printed out, your name will be on it, everything will be right here personalized for you. This is what the directions look like when in fact you print it out. It will tell you, so you don't have to worry about anything. You can go from one to the other and it will show you exactly what to do. The other thing that you can print out, and no other system or your lawyer or anybody is going to have this, is you literally just input very quickly the pictures of your family. So you say you want to leave your sister something. Go to your little library on your little iPhone or smartphone. It will connect, click their picture and it goes right into you. Or take your camera, take their picture and it goes right in for you. And then you have pictures of everybody. Now, the reason this is important is that a lot of you sometimes, so I'm just showing you here, these are the people that I've chosen to be my healthcare, who's going to make decisions for me. By the way, pictures of your parents. Do you all know that if you are the person, if your parents are dependent upon you, and you happen to die, they qualify for your Social Security? Do you happen to know that? Anyway, just something you might want to think about. This is a picture of some of my beneficiaries, and this is what I have left, each one of them. Now, if you needed to make changes, people, let's say you're thinking, oh, I don't want to leave that to somebody, or I don't know who I left something to. Can you imagine going through a document and going, now where in here does it say where I left something to somebody? Or wouldn't you rather just go to one piece of paper and go, oh, I left this to this person, this to that person, that, and go, I think I want to make a change. If you want to make a change, you just go back where it then says you want to make a change. It tells you what you want to do, and boom, it's done. This is the easiest, best program you are ever going to find, bar none. Now remember, this card gives you access to those 6 golden nuggets. But remember how I said on the must-have documents, it wasn't just those, 4 must-have documents. Let me just show you quickly again how many documents comes with this little card. All right, because like I said, there are over 75 must-have documents. So here they are on your screen right now. Look at them all. If you need to get a birth certificate or your marriage certificate or your divorce decree or a death certificate, don't you want to know about your insurance? It will give you your life insurance summary, everything you need to know. An application if you need to do a Social Security card or a statement. Everything you want to know about investments is in there for you. Everything about home ownership. Again, there are over 75 documents, over 93 essential web links, and like I said, those 90 frequently asked questions.
Speaking of questions, we got one right now coming in from Nancy in Missouri. Nancy, you're live with Sarah and Suze Orman. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Nance.
Did you just pick up your gold box today?
I did pick up a gold box, and the reason I did is we've just been in the process. I have a mother that's 80 years old, and we've been trying to get her forms and things in order. So learning a lot and learning how much we didn't know.
Yeah,
and so my thought is I want this now. I want to be able to go through it myself. And then I have a daughter that's 26 years old. I want to also make sure she's knowledgeable, so we're not waiting till we get to that time in life where we need it. Why not start now?
Yeah.
So my question was, though, the book that you have that's about women in finance,
yes, women in money,
is that going to be helpful in the box and understanding things about that, or is that totally separate?
That is totally separate, girlfriend. Women, right now, there's so many things that women need to do to become powerful with their money. So Women in Money, which is a book that I wrote back in 2007 that was a #1 New York Times bestseller, that, we've changed it and updated it for here right now. And it comes, like I said, with those 11 videotapes. So that's separate. That's more about what you need to know about becoming more powerful and things like that. Right? Easy read, fun read. It would be enjoyable to watch the 11 videos because they're fun. This here is more about the legal documents and things that you need to know about that. And Nancy, you said something that was very important. You said, #1, so this card allows you to do all of this paperwork for who? Your mother, for your daughter, for yourselves, for anybody you want. So you need to look at it, because if you've been checking this out for your mother, you know that it's $2,500. And the question becomes, how do you even know that the documents that you're getting are good documents? Because when I used to see clients, people would come in, they would show me their documents, and I literally would be thinking to myself, you would be better out without these documents than these. This is going to cause you a nightmare. So there has been over 20 years of research and with a trust lawyer that went into creating these documents for you. And every time something changes, we automatically update them so that you always have the latest and the greatest there, and a place to keep them. But you said something about your 26-year-old daughter. Most people do not realize that once a child turns 18, they are now no longer a minor. So for you to be able to go in and make a decision for your child that's over 18, whether it's a healthcare decision, whatever it is, they have got to have an advance directive and durable power of attorney for healthcare, assigning mommy and daddy the rights to do that. Otherwise, you can't do that. So your kids need this, You need this, your parents need this, your mom needs this, and there's no better way to do it than right here and right now with this. Did that make sense to you?
Oh, it does. And I think this is all about education, and you've made it easy.
Yeah, and so there are 10 books in this. There are the do's and don't cards. There's all kinds of things in here that for every aspect of your life, whether it is for your 26-year-old, your 80-year-old mother. That's why I call it my life in a box, because everything in this box is something that will help you with your financial decisions throughout your entire life. That's why you should do it. And you did, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
girlfriend.
Nancy.
All right.
Enjoy your gold box. These are going very quickly, by the way. They sell out every time that Suze Orman is here. So make your decision. Put this on the flexible payments. It's probably the best $16.20 that you can spend on your personal finance, on your security for you, your loved ones, your family, your money. We've got a lot of questions coming in on Facebook. So let's go through a few, Suze.
All right.
You can help everyone out. Judy's wants to know, do you need a computer?
No, you don't need a computer. The truth is, I haven't used my computer in God knows how long. I do everything on my iPhone, right? So you can do this on your iPhone. You can do this on a smart pad. Whatever you have, you can do it. The only thing, obviously, you need is internet access.
Okay.
You do not need a computer at all.
Fantastic. And let's see, Mary Jean wants to know, does this include business ownership information?
So it does not. This is more personal finance. I'm not exactly sure, Mary Jo, what you mean by business, information. Would you keep your subchapter S and your LLC and everything like that within a trust? You absolutely would, with the shares and everything, because otherwise, if you have a business, how does that business pass to your beneficiaries? See, here's what all of you really need to understand. Maybe the question is, why do you need a will? Why do you need a trust? Isn't a will just enough? And the answer to that question is no. Every asset that you have, when you die, if you do not have a living revocable trust and all you have is a will has to go through probate, which is a court procedure. In the state of California, for instance, let's just say you had a $200,000 home, and it was my mother's home, and she wants to leave it to me. She left it to me via a will. Great, she dies. Now I have this piece of paper that says I'm to get my mom's house. I have to take this piece of paper and it has to go down to court. I can't take it to court. A lawyer has to take it to court. It will take 6 months to 2 years to go through probate, number one. Number two, in the state of California, probate fees are statutory. So for my mother's home of $200,000, even if she owed $200,000, it's going to cost me close to $17,000, $18,000, $19,000 to get that home. Really, people, is that what you want to do? What you could have done is right now, you could purchase this program. You could create a living revocable trust. And in 1 hour from now, my mother would have changed the title from her house, held in her individual name, to Ann Orman, trustee for the Ann Orman Living Trust, held for her benefit. Do you want to ask me a question?
When you're all set.
Right, held for her benefit while she's alive, my benefit after she has died. She's already transferred the title. Upon her death, 2 weeks later, it's my house. Maybe $700 or $800 in transfer fees and things like that, but that's it. So you choose, people. You want to spend $20,000, want to spend 2 years, or want to spend $81 and be totally protected. And let's say you don't care about your beneficiaries. You don't care if they have to spend $20,000 or not. You don't even like them. What about you, women? When you get older, who's going to pay your bills for you? Who's going to write your checks for you? My mother died at 97 years of age. Really? And she was asking me questions like, why does Social Security put money in my account every month? All right, things happen. In this trust, there is an incapacity clause, which says who you want to sign for you when you can't sign for yourself. Who you need to think about, ladies. We live longer than men. You have got to protect yourselves. There are so many things you need to know as to why this should be, but trust me, you want a living revocable trust and a will. Why do you need both? Because a will just designates those things you don't put into trust. Your little jewelry, your this and that, you don't put that in a trust. A trust is items that have titles to them. Your home, your bank accounts, things like that. Your little dolls and your jewelry and your plates and things, they don't have titles to them, so that's a will governs that.
Another question coming in from many of you is how many gold boxes do we need per family member? If you're a married couple, can you share the same gold box?
Yes. So
yes,
a married couple would share the same gold box, right? But let's say you had, your parents should have one. You should have one. If your kids are older now and they have assets, they should have one. But if you don't want to get gold boxes for everybody, okay, I understand that, but there's no reason you can't just get one and make sure that your parents do all the documents that are on this card, your children do all the documents that are on this card, and that you share this card. Sharing this card is more important than every single person having a gold box.
And one more question from Julie. Actually from Jody. She says, I'm 67, I live in an apartment and don't have a lot of money to leave my kids. Do I still need this?
Yes,
Is this still
Jody,
a good idea? What if we don't have a lot of assets
yes,
or
I don't
property?
care about your money and what you have to leave to your kids. I care about you. Jody, I am 67 years of age as well. And what's important is, think about this, Jody, something happens to you and you now get older, or you're in an accident, or you have a stroke. Things happen in life, Jody. May God forever bless you and keep you safe and sound. But things happen in life. You know it, and I know it. Who's going to be able to take care of you? You want your children, if you trust them, you want your children to be able to sign your checks for you, take care of the little money that you have, to be able to take care of you, but they can't do that if you don't have the documents in place that give them the permission to do so. So you need this so much, I can't even tell you. People, this isn't about people who have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, fine. If you want to pay probate fees, if you want to pay lawyers, if you want to do all that, all right, do that. But if you don't have a lot of money, and if every single penny that you have matters to you, I don't care if it's $5,000, if it's $2,000, if every penny that you have matters to you to take care of yourself, you need this. You need to give legal authority to somebody to do so. Now, obviously, those of you with a serious sum of money, if you don't do a living revocable trust, you're just all idiots. I am not kidding. Because why would you want to pay $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 to some lawyer to do something that you could spend $81 now? I am a seriously wealthy woman, everybody. And you would expect that I would be, or why would I be standing up here in front of you telling you what to do with your money? I would be committed to an insane asylum if I didn't have a living revocable trust, an advance directive, a durable power of attorney for health care, and an advance. Are you kidding me? But here's the key. If you get one, you want to know that these documents are good, they're valid, that they're easy to do, that you can change them anytime, there's help for you, and that they are the best documents out there. These are my documents. This is my trust. If you look at my gold box that I have, you would see that they are completed, but this is exactly what my documents say. My assets may be different than yours, but the terminology is identical.
Let's go to the phones. Let's say hi to Cheryl in New Jersey. Cheryl, you're live with Sarah. Suze Orman, hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Sarah and Susie. It's such a great pleasure to speak with you both, and this is like a miracle box. So thank you so much for making this available to us. I do see the benefit of it. I've already made my purchase. I think my overall question is in terms of financing. I'm just also finishing up my doctoral journey, and just in terms of debt and finances, in terms of what would be the recommendation.
So and when you, so I'm a little confused on your question. You say you're just completing your doctoral journey?
Yes.
And does that mean you have student loan debt?
Correct.
And all right, student loan debt is the #1 priority for you to pay off. Now, in this entire system here, there's a thing on student loans, all right? So the do's and don't cards and the books, there is information in this gold box. In those gold nuggets, there are 10 electronic books that have that information in there, just so you know. But my advice to you is make your student loan debt your #1 priority to get rid of, because student loan debt cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. All right, so my advice without knowing more, are they private, are they public, what are they? And if they're private student loans, you get rid of them so fast, it's not even funny. But Cheryl, there's information in here totally, and by the way, I see that you're in New Jersey. You should come on down to the Apollo next Saturday. We got 50 seats left if they're still there, and come see me live in person for Women and Money, girlfriend.
Absolutely. I've already logged on, and I will be there as well. Thank you so much.
Great. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl, so much. Again, this is selling out. It sells out every time that Suze Orman is here. I just want to break down the value, and then Suze can take you through the entire kit, top to bottom, one more time. So you're getting all the must-have documents you need. You're getting all that peace of mind and security and ease of organization. So the must-have documents, $90. The selector tool for insurance, another $90 value. The polycarbonate box, a $59 value. The folders, everything you need. It adds up to $252. But really, that's not really the value. The value is giving you the tools to make some of the most important decisions of your life. Step-by-step instructions. If you're informed, if you're empowered, you'll have everything that you need right here at your fingertips. I own the gold box. My parents own the gold box. And we made a lot of changes based on Suze's instructions. And let me tell you, my parents are thrilled. Thanks to your revocable trust information, that was a game changer for them.
Yeah, it was. Now, you know, I just wanted to come over here for a second, because I just want to show you a little bit about the gold box. Because a lot of you think, oh, I can get these documents and I can just keep it in a manila folder and everything in my messy file cabinet. Here's what you need to understand. For these documents to be, for your life, if something goes wrong and you need to show the documents, you need to show the original documents that have been notarized. You can't use copies. It will not hold up in court, everybody. So this is right before I came on set today. I put some of the documents in a manila folder in here, and I put some in my gold box. So it has been floating now for 45 minutes. On the gold box, I have 2 5-pound bricks, and I want you to see how it is still floating. Do you see that, everybody? And I just want to show you the difference here. So if we took this out and I were to open up this box that's been floating here and just do this very quickly for you, you will see that it is totally dry inside, that everything is how it's supposed to be. This, however, and I'm sure a lot of you keep your stuff in these envelopes like this. This has been, again, floating the exact same time, and now look what's happened to your documents, all right? This is not what you want. You want a place to keep your documents that are safe and sound. So I just want you to remember this. Listen, I'm a money lady, so I can talk about money to you. $81 isn't just for the must-have documents, isn't just for the 10 books, the insurance evaluator that we haven't even gotten to yet that will save you hundreds of dollars, isn't just for the do's and don't cards and all of those things. It's also for a water-resistant box, an organizational system that will keep all of your stuff where you need it and everything If that isn't worth the price of admission, I don't know what is.
Because if you have to evacuate quickly, and there's been a lot of natural disasters.
We have 4
you've been
hurricanes
through one.
coming our way right now. North Carolina, are you out there? It's coming your way. Florida, here we go again.
Right.
Things happen. Floods happen. You want to be protected. And if you want to be able to just do it, and all your stuff is in here, what you do is you go bam, 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 and now you're out the door. Versus going to that file cabinet and
Right.
going, where is everything?
Where is everything? Jennifer's got a question. Jennifer in Florida, you're live with Sarah and Susie. And Jennifer just picked up her gold box. Congratulations. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Jennifer.
I'm calling because I'm a widow and I have no children, and I'm in my 70s, and I only have a will, and I don't know what will happen. I think I need a trust. I don't know what will happen to me if I need to go into a hospital or have nursing care or whatever, and I don't know how to go about appointing someone to take care of those things for me.
So here's what you're going to do now. All of these documents here. So besides the fact that you get a new will, all right, besides the fact that you're going to get the living revocable trust, you're going to get this paperwork here, which is the advanced directive and durable power of attorney for health care, as well as a financial power of attorney and things like that. You will either a friend or a trustee, you'll make decisions on this, and in the book we give you guidelines. Now, I get that you're in this situation, and I get how scary it can be, which is why I started this morning's program with Jennifer. My goal for you is to feel secure, because I know you wake up in the morning or sometime during the day you go, but I'm all alone. I don't have anything or anybody. These guidelines on this card here, there are 90 frequently asked questions. A lot of the questions that you're asking me right now are answered in the 90 frequently asked questions. So when you get this at home, you will make sure that you listen to the questions and the answers as to what you should do in your particular situation. Also, please remember there is a helpline where you can send in a question, send in an email, whatever, and we're right there to help you, because the goal is, I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to enjoy the ending years of our lives. And as I'm approaching 70, I'm realizing, oh my God, that's a scary age. It was one thing when we turned 60, right, Jennifer, when we turned 50 or 40, but it's all of a sudden starts to feel different when you're approaching your 70s or in your 70s, and definitely when you're in your 80s. So we need to know that if you get ill or something, who's going to take care of you. Jennifer, your will does nothing for you. A will is just a document that says where your assets are to go upon your death. But if you don't die, what's it going to do? It does nothing. So great, you're dead. Now everybody else has to deal with it. But the good news is you're dead, so you don't have to see the mess you've left behind. But if you don't die, if you get right away, if you get sick or in an accident or whatever, you want to know you're okay. The other thing is, it's just, there's so much in this program. The insurance evaluator, if you ever think about maybe you want to buy long-term care insurance, it will actually, by you answering the questions it asks you, it would tell you what you need in terms of a long-term care insurance policy. So many of you out there waste so much money on your car insurance and your home insurance and your life insurance and all this. A lot of you have life insurance policies that you just are such a waste. If you have whole life universal or variable life insurance, what a waste of money. The only type of life insurance you should have is term. So the insurance evaluator on here will help you so much as well. So this is a wealth of information on this little card, constantly updated, and to help you get through the situation that you're in now so that you're not afraid. Did that make any sense to you, Jennifer?
Yes, it does.
All right. So
thank you, Jennifer.
So that's why you need to do it, girlfriend. And I'm glad you did. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It'll give me peace of mind.
Listen, that's the goal.
Right. That's why Susie is here.
Right.
We've got about 10 minutes left, Susie.
Yes.
So what would you like to concentrate on? You want to go back to the beginning?
Let's once again show people very quickly what they're getting and why all of you should do this. First of all, I'm just going to say this outright. This is a program that has been created by myself and my own trust lawyer. We have been doing this now for 35 years together. But for a number of years, what we used to do in our office, one-on-one with clients, we figured out a way how to do that via the internet with all of you. So I want you to think about this as little Susie and little trust lawyer Janet coming right into your homes in the luxury of your own home and be able to do everything that you need to do. This is good in all 50 states. Internet access is required. You can do it on smartphones, on smart pads, on computers. You can change back and forth. And that's what I want you to keep in mind as I do this. This is a gold box made out of polycarbonate, the exact same material as a fire person's helmet is made out of. So it will help you that way because you need to protect all your documents because the original documents have to be shown for them to be valid, not copies. You will open this up when you get it, and you will see that on this side are 10 pre-labeled file folders held in place by Velcroed strips. These 10 pre-labeled file folders will sit on this side, and you will use it as a desk. They open up like this. They get very wide. And in here at the bottom of each file folder system, you are told exactly what I want you to keep in each file folder. These are just 10 of the areas of your life that you need to know about. Fabulous. I've done all the work for you. Over here is a compartment of however you say it. There are different compartments here, right, where you can keep your passports, jewelry, extra eyeglasses, extra keys, an extra cell phone, contacts, a backup here to all your computer stuff, your Medicare and insurance cards and all, whatever you want to keep here. So in case you ever had to literally evacuate right away, and hey, there's all kinds of reasons you might have to evacuate, not just because of hurricanes or whatever, but because of fires. Things happen, and you want to gather everything and just go very quickly and bam, slap, go, and go. What comes with this is this little card. And this little card is where all the magic starts to happen. When you get it, on the back of the card, there is an activation code. Take a look on your screen right now, and you will see that on this card, there is an activation code. You will go to exactly where you need to go to, enter the activation code, and you will see that 6 golden nuggets come up for you. These 6 golden nuggets are things you need, especially this one, the must-have documents. People, I call them the must-have documents because these are documents that you must have. You need all of the documents that you see on your screen. If you went to an attorney, you would pay $2,500 for these documents, and chances are they're not even as good as the documents that you're going to get here in this gold case. Next, the insurance evaluator. So many of you waste so much money on insurance, it's not even funny. I will literally evaluate online via this program your policies. You just simply answer questions, and I tell you what you should do and shouldn't do. Again, the debt eliminator. If you're in credit card debt and you want to get out, we give you an action plan to get you out and keep you out. The expense tracker is a fabulous tool for you to realize where's all your money going. Wouldn't you like to know? This will show you how. The 10 ebook library, absolutely fabulous. These are 10 books that go along with your 10 file folders. And again, constantly updated, 460 pages of continuous information. Love these books. And last but not least, the do's and don't cards. If you're going to buy a car, you're going to buy a house, you're going to do a retirement account, you're going to do any of those, and you just want a really quick checklist that says do this, don't do that, don't do that, do this, it will keep you from making mistakes. That's what's in here. Let me quickly show you now how easy it is for you in less than 1 hour, people. 1 hour for security, 1 hour for peace of mind, 1 hour to do that which you know you have always needed to do. You know it. You just haven't known where to go. You just don't want to spend $2,500. You don't have to. Watch how easy it is. You just go on your iPhone, on your iPad, on your computer, and you will click on where it says must-have documents. When you do so, you're going to just simply answer questions. You're going to be able to link directly into your photo library and import the pictures of all the people who you're naming in this. You will then answer a few more questions, and up will come the correct version of the must-have documents for you. And I'm going to be there to help you along the way via some, prompts that I give you. After the correct version of the must-have documents comes up, and again, they're different if you're single versus married, if you're with children, without, in a blended family. This is not one size fits all. There are hundreds of variations of these documents that will be up for you based on how you answer your questions. After you've answered more questions, up comes your working documents. You're going to hear Janet, the trust lawyer, take you line by line through these. It's going to be like you're in her office. Everything in his blue are words that you might not understand. Hey, click on it. And what happens? Up comes the definition. Everything in red, that's stuff that you entered. Let's say I don't want to leave KT money anymore. I just go there and I change. I've already put in the pictures of people that I like, and I just point, click, and it substitutes the name of the new person, and then all your documents are populated with the new corrections. Then you print them out. And again, they're state specific. We tell you where to get signed. Do you need witnesses? You get them notarized, all of that. So in 1 hour, you've personalized, you've printed them out. Now you take them to the notary and everything, witness them, do what you need to do, and then put them in your gold box.
And you'll always have that. It's such an important decision to make.
But what's really
today.
important there, Sarah, is the value of that. Because once again, and I say this every time I'm here, for me to stand up here and now show you this next screen, all right, where shows the value of this, which is $2,500. That means HSN lawyers had to go out and verify that this is true. We just can't show you that because we want you to buy something and entice you, and it's not true. This has been legally verified, but it's not just these 4 must-have documents, because you have to remember, every time you have a change in your family and you go back to a lawyer, another $500, another $500. Every time you want to make a change, you come back to your place that you have this, whether it's on your iPhone or wherever it is, and it lives on everything, by the way. You make a change. You print out again, you do everything, done. It's just that simple. And if you need help, we have a helpline where you can do a chat. You can do anything, as you're about to see on your screen right now. All you have to do is click help on the top. And then what you do is you can send us an email, you can live chat, you can call us, and everything is great that way. And remember, you have my permission to literally